Lila and the magic paintbrush that brought dreams to life. In a quaint village nestled between rolling hills and glistening streams, there lived a young girl named Lila. Her world was one of endless imagination, and though she lived modestly in a small wooden house with her grandmother, her dreams painted the skies with colors unseen. Lila had a gift for art. She spent hours sketching the world as she saw it. The swaying trees, the bustling marketplace, and the faces of her fellow villagers. But Lila's family couldn't afford fancy paints or canvas. She made do with scraps of paper and homemade brushes crafted from twigs and strands of her own hair. Despite her limited tools, her creations carried such depth and vibrancy that anyone who saw them felt transported to another world. One fateful afternoon, as Lila wandered through the forest collecting berries and herbs, she stumbled upon an old oak tree with a hollow in its trunk. Peering inside, she found a beautifully ornate box carved with swirling patterns of stars and moons. Inside lay a single paintbrush, its handle shimmering as if it were made from starlight, and its bristles as soft as clouds. A note accompanied the brush, written in golden ink. To the dreamer who dares to see, this brush holds the power to set dreams free. But wield it wisely, for every stroke shapes the world in ways untold. Lila's heart raced as she held the brush. Could it be true? She hurried home, eager to test it. Using her last sheet of paper, she dipped the brush into a puddle of water on her windowsill, hoping to draw something simple, a butterfly. To her amazement, as soon as the bristles touched the paper, the colors materialized as though they were alive. The butterfly she painted shimmered in vibrant blues and purples, its wings glistening like jewels. When she finished, the butterfly fluttered off the paper and into the room, circling her head before flying out the window. Lila gasped. The brush truly was magic, a world transformed. Excitedly, Lila began painting her dreams. She brought to life tiny fireflies to light the dark corners of her home, a kitten to keep her grandmother company, and even a small tree laden with ripe fruits to ease their hunger. The villagers soon noticed the wonders appearing around her home and came to see the girl with the magical talent. At first, Lila hesitated to use the brush for others, remembering the warning in the note. But when she saw a child crying for a lost pet, she painted a puppy that sprang to life, wagging its tail and licking the child's face. Word spread quickly, and soon people from far and wide lined up, hoping Lila could paint their dreams into reality. She painted a new barn for the farmer whose crops were ruined by a storm, a flowing fountain for the village square, and even a rainbow that stretched across the sky for a wedding celebration. The village flourished, and Lila became a beloved figure. The cost of dreams. However, with each painting, Lila felt a strange weariness growing inside her. Her dreams at night became restless and vivid, filled with swirling colors and shapes she couldn't understand. One day, an old traveler approached her with a desperate plea. "Please," he said, his voice trembling, "I've lost my family in the Great Fire years ago. Can you paint them back for me?" Lila hesitated. She had never painted something as complex as people before, especially ones no longer alive. But the man's sorrow moved her, and she agreed to try. She worked tirelessly, pouring her heart into every detail. When she was done, the painted family stepped off the canvas, alive and well. The man wept with joy, but Lila collapsed from exhaustion. The brush fell from her hand, its glow dimmed. When she awoke, her grandmother was at her bedside, her face etched with worry. "Lila, my dear, you must be careful. The brush is taking a toll on you." Lila realized the truth. The brush didn't just create from nothing. It drew from her own life force, her energy and her dreams. The more she painted, the more it drained her. The dark visitor. One night, as Lila sat by her window, gazing at the stars, a shadowy figure appeared in her room. It was Morgath, a cunning sorcerer who had been exiled from the land. He had heard of Lila's gift and wanted the brush for himself. "Child," he said with a sly smile, "you've done wonders for this village. But imagine what we could achieve together. Give me the brush, and I'll make you the most powerful artist in the world. Lila refused, knowing his intentions were far from pure. Enraged, Morgath conjured a storm of shadows and tried to steal the brush by force. Lila, though frightened, painted a shield of light to protect herself. The battle was fierce, with Morgath summoning dark creatures and Lila countering with her glowing creations. In the end, she painted a prison of golden chains to bind Morgath, but the effort left her weak. The villagers rushed to her aid, driving the sorcerer away for good. A final choice. Realizing the danger the brush posed, Lila knew she couldn't keep it. She returned to the old oak tree where she had found it and placed the brush back in its box. As she closed the lid, the tree whispered, "You have used its power with kindness and courage. The brush will await the next dreamer worthy of its gift." Though she no longer had the brush, Lila continued to paint with her homemade tools. Her talent, now honed by her experiences, shone brighter than ever. The villagers still admired her work, and Lila found joy in knowing that true magic didn't come from the brush, but from her heart and imagination. And so, the little girl with big dreams became a legend, her story passed down through generations, inspiring others to believe in the magic within themselves.
Thanks for watching. If you found value in this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to Widescope for more diverse content. Hit the bell icon to stay updated with our latest videos. Also, please suggest ways I can create better quality videos so that I can provide you with even better content in the future.